Alright, so the plan for this run is I'm going to be doing an all bosses speedrun as Alucard, and I'm going to randomize my equipment before every boss fight. And that's basically the whole long and short of it. I'm going to beat all the bosses and do it with random equipment. The whole point of me doing this, honestly, and I'll go ahead and get started, is because this is kind of my way of showing how manipulatable and like abusable the boss AI in this game is. Like, most of the time, any weapon is good enough to beat any boss in this game. There are very few bosses that require very special kinds of strategies or weapon combinations or anything like that. Granted, not every fight is going to be fast, but I will be able to kill every single boss. And this also is kind of a way of me telling you guys, like, the combat system in this game is very, like, it's just kind of rudimentary, you know? This game is more about movement and less about actual combat. And showing off how, like, easy it is to manipulate the combat in this game with, like, any weapon just goes to show that, like, the combat is not the main focus of the game. But we might have some interesting combinations of weapons and stuff like that that might make for, like, some interesting situations. But that's about it. Also, you know, the subscriber number still is much lower than it was before I made the Cheater Exposed video. So if you're interested in watching more SotN content, consider subscribing. I'm gonna go ahead and not do death skip because I don't really need to. Because the whole point is, like, the equipment's gonna be randomized, so. Yo, Ziggy, thanks for the gifted sub, man. Thanks everybody for the good luck as well. That's why I subscribed, yeah. Alright. So let's go ahead and get over here. I'm also gonna try and not, it's probably faster to not anyways. Yeah, probably. Stupid noob question, what's the question? Are you executing that skip maneuver? Which skip maneuver? If you're asking how do I do death skip, I've made tutorials about basically everything in this game at this point. Oh, you're asking how I'm going backwards so fast? I think !mash or !shield dash will give you a link to a video of how I do shield dashing. But essentially, it's just the backdash being canceled into the shield. And then you can cancel the shield press into another backdash. Oh god. Alright. But yeah, I'm not going to be touching my equipment at all this entire run. So I'm basically going to have nothing up until I'm right outside the boss door for Slogger and Gaibon. And then I'm going to shuffle my equipment, randomize it. And then we're going to fight Slogger and Gaibon with that. One of the downsides, I guess, of using the randomized equipment is most of the items in this game, not most, but a decent amount of items in this game, as it turns out, are food items or like potions or something like that. So I'll likely be using my fist most of the time, which is fine. The fist, as it turns out, is a very, very useful weapon for fighting enemies in this game. So first things first, let's go ahead and chaos equipment. Let's see what I got. Oh, alright, I'm good. This is pretty good equipment. The Dragon Helm alone makes this very easy. And also, as it turns out, Alucard has spells. And these spells are very strong. So yeah, spells are another thing that completely, like, trivialize damage most of the time. Like, even if I'm only using my fists or I'm in, like, a randomizer situation where I haven't found, like, a good weapon yet, I'm just gonna end up using, like, spells. Soul Steel does a decent amount of damage. Tetra Spirit is, like, really, really good. The thing is you could also avoid using spells as well. Like, you can use just your fists and get along just fine. I mean, maybe one day I'll do that as well as a speedrun to show that, like, combat in this game is insanely trivial. Oh god, whatever. Dude, I'm getting fucking the flea men. They don't want to fight me. Yeah. Fists are insanely strong in this game. You can use them to just demolish every enemy. And then on top of that, the enemies themselves aren't very powerful overall. Some will do a lot of damage, yes, but all of the attacks that the enemies can do in this game are very avoidable outside of some very, like, random enemies, I should say. Like, flea armors, flea men, flea riders. Those ones are very difficult to corral. They're very difficult for you to deal with because of that, but they're not necessarily super strong. The flea armors are kind of strong, but it's not too bad. Yeah, the issue with having no MP at that point, though, is, yeah, movement would be extremely nerfed. And the whole point is, like, this game is about movement more than anything. And it's one of the reasons why I enjoy playing through it so much still to this day, is that the movement in this game is extremely fluid. Even at the start, just using backdashes adds an extra layer of, like, something to do, right? I'm moving through the game. Oh my god, I'm moving poorly, but I'm moving through the game and I'm using the timing of the backdashes to time my, like, my movement. I have to turn around to start a backdash, so the timing of the turnaround is important. During screen transitions, you don't want to, during screen transitions, you don't want to be pressing backdash because that ruins your rhythm, so. Also, let me go ahead and chaos equipment before the start of this fight, before I forget. Hammer, Herald, oh, this might be bad. What happens if I use the hammer? Okay, it's gone. So yeah, even something like this boss, like, you just loop him forever. You can get him caught in the infinite. I've done fist only, yeah. There's a randomizer setting that is fist only, which is, what is it called again? It was the April Fool's setting. He blocks like a GG player. True. Counter. Counter. If I end up editing this video, I'm gonna add the Guilty Gear counter to every one of those hits. Scavenger? No. Empty Hand, thank you. Empty Hand is a preset that exists where you play through... Ouch. What? How did I do that? You play through the game with no equipment, basically, and nothing ever drops. And it takes, like, I don't know, like an hour and a half-ish to do one of those kinds of runs. It's not really that hard. Dude, I'm not gonna get a sub 9, that's wild. I guess that makes sense since I've been kind of waiting and messing around with my equipment, but whatever. Yeah, Scavenger was the default race category for a little while. But it was Scavenger sucked when it was Scavenger plus the relic being stuck at... Whatever, I'm just gonna skip past these guys. It was Scavenger plus the first relic was at the shop. That was rough. Maybe one of these days I'll make a wolf movement tutorial explaining all the different wolf mechanics, because it's very in-depth, all the different things you can do with the wolf. The issue with me making a tutorial like that is I actually don't even know all of the wolf mechanics off the top of my head. So I would have to do, like, actual research. Oh, really? That didn't count? Must have jumped late or something like that. I'm still doing the clock rush vid. I've just been working on it for a long... It's taking up a lot more time than I initially expected. Because it's a whole thing. I already did the script and the narration. I'm editing down the narration right now. And then I have to add all the visuals to go behind the narration. And then it's mostly going to be done. There might be some additional stuff that I need to add on top of that, but we'll get there when we get there. I'm hoping I can finish it before the end of this month. If it takes me more than another month to finish this video, I'm going to be very upset. No combat spells. I mean, the whole point of me doing this entirety, like the entirety of this run, is to show that like combat in this game is trivial no matter what restrictions you put on it. Even if you were to increase all of the enemy health to basically 9,999 and make my attack like only do 1 damage, you're just increasing the length in which I'm in a combat scenario, but not the difficulty. Because the difficulty itself is basically trivial. Can I? Oh, I thought I could use my level up there to skip past that guy. That would have been cool. But how do you beat Galamoth? True, yeah, Galamoth is such the... Galamoth actually is the hardest boss in the game, now that you bring that up. It's very difficult to get behind him and just hit him a bunch. How could I be so foolish? Okay. Chaos equipment, boom. What? What's my equipment? Oh. I wanted to see what it was. Medusa Shield and Firebrand. Medusa Shield could be fine here. Because I'll just use it to slow this guy down. Can't believe that worked. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Galamoth is the worst video game boss of all time? Not really. He's alright. He's not like... I mean, he's... Yeah. All the bosses in this game are pretty mediocre, to be honest. I want to put that back on. I'm just using this library card for the sake of routing. Yeah. No! Whatever, no shop glitch.
I'm interested. I'm interested.
I guess I don't really need to use the shop glitch. I just need to buy... I'll just buy some library cards.
Farewell for now.
Yeah, you can stunlock him from his feet as well. It's just less consistent. And if Galamoth is the hardest challenge in this run, it's gonna go to show that like the challenge for these types of runs is like non-existent, really. Oh my god, I'm so bad at the game. Whatever. Just gonna use Medusa's shield to get through here. And by just use Medusa's shield, I mean get bodied. That horse boss is actually bullshit, yes. Rodvis. It is bullshit. Alright. Chaos equipment. What do I got? Morgamel, Cutlass, Noglamir, so I'm not gonna die. But... Menace? I don't think Menace is worse, because Menace at least... Oh, he's immune to dark. Alright. Oh, I forgot that move existed. Oh, whatever. I was using it for the heal anyways. I don't really care about the damage. I didn't realize he was immune to dark. But I guess that makes sense. Wow, this boss is so difficult, guys. Combat in this game sure is hard. Meanwhile, no one's talking about all the cool moves I'm doing. I'm not gonna do library floor clip because I don't have mana prisms, but that's fine. Oops, there we go. Say that after you punch out Shaft before Drac. I've done that. I've definitely punched. Gonna buy Jewel of Open. Oh shit, you're right. I have enough money for it. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot that you need Jewel of Open in this run. Shaft is probably the hardest boss in the game, to be honest, and that's mostly because of the chaotic orbs flying around.
What can I do for you? Farewell for
I forgot that this is an all bosses run. His balls of chaos. Or whatever the fuck he says when he dies. You claim to love the darkness. To be fair, I don't think Shaft ever outright said to Alucard, I love the darkness. So I think Alucard was putting words in his mouth. Shaft has actual attacks. I mean, it's mostly his, like, he himself, Shaft, as a boss, is, like, quite large, and he just kind of flies around and runs into you. So you have to be wary of that. The Shaft orbs themselves can also run into you and do damage. And then the Shaft orbs attacks are quite difficult to dodge. However, you can trivialize basically every boss in the game after a certain point by just picking up Power of Mist. Any Power of Misters in the chat? Did you know that you can just be invincible whenever you want with Power of Mist? Well, Gas Cloud doesn't actually beat Dracula. Dracula's immune to it. I think what ends up happening... Oh, I forgot that I don't have Duplicator on, so I can't use this strat. I think what ends up happening is a lot of people struggle with SotN for their first playthrough because they don't like realize that SotN is more of like a puzzle game with its combat than it is about like actually quick reactions and like it's less of a puzzle game really because puzzles imply that there's multiple solutions, but in SotN really the same solution just kind of works all the time, which is use powerful spells and just avoid attacks. But I think a lot of people remember their first playthrough and struggling to fight bosses like Doppelganger and shit, and then they see that like, wow, this game's too easy once you find all of the cheap OP gear and whatever. Let's make the game harder by making all the bosses have like 7 times the amount of health. Nothing can fix this boss. I'm literally like one hand on the controller, I could beat this guy. Like, how are you gonna save this boss? I didn't even randomize my equipment because it wouldn't have mattered. I'll randomize it now, but like, how are you going to save that boss from being a complete pushover? Also, free sushi. That sushi looked a little weird. Also, that dynamite didn't explode. But yeah, like, part of my point is that this game is like trivially easy when it comes to combat once you just kind of know what to do. I think a lot of people dislike that because they remember their first playthrough being difficult. And they kind of want the game to have difficult combat. But like, you just can't. It's a matter of knowledge. Once you have the knowledge, the game is no longer hard ever again. Shaft can be easy on a lot of people's first playthrough as well. It just depends on what equipment you have. Everyone should at least find Alucard's sword. Yeah, that's true. I think Alucard's sword was basically my first, like, OP weapon. Oh, shit, I didn't really think this through. I guess I'll do the Heart Refresh skip, that's fine. Just don't fuck up. Let's randomize my equipment.
what?
The Horror Fresh skip. I'll do it the easy way to make sure I don't screw it up. Dual Sword and Hunter Sword. Talisman. Justice Cloak. Okay. I think Hunter Sword probably will do more damage overall. Also, don't worry about the names being all mixed up. That's just from Chaos. It's kind of similar to Dark Souls in that way, where, like, once you know what to do, the game is no longer hard, right? The puzzle kind of comes from figuring out the first time. Yeah, and this game is very similar in that regard, where once you've figured it out, it's no longer difficult. But I think for whatever reason is, yeah, I 100% agree with Rain that it makes them more interesting, but not more fun. This should work, I'm pretty sure. Did I fuck that up? Oh no, I did it. Cool. I'll just get another Heart Refresh somewhere else. What's up, Genetic? How's the challenge so far? Pretty easy, to be honest. If things were more aggressive and mixed up their attacks, combat would be much more real. Yeah, that's kind of the issue with this game, is that there's no... the AI is just too forgiving. And which is fair, I kind of am happy that that's the case, because if, like, in later DS-Vania, like in the DS-Vanias, for example, those bosses are kind of bullshit sometimes. They're much, much, much more challenging. See fucking Abaddon, for example. That's a boss with, like, very aggressive attack patterns that you need to react to quickly, right? And you also need the answer to that boss, like, immediately. So, Abaddon is one of those. There's other bosses that I can think of, but don't feel like thinking right now because thinking is hard. Javelin and Tearfing. Nice. All right. This is actually not that bad. Why is my strength 20? Why is my attack? Oh, it's still 0 though. Okay, cool. So my Tearfing isn't a high enough level to do damage, so I have 1 Javelin, and then basically I'm just gonna be using my fists, which is fine. You can definitely kill Aurochs with just fists, especially phase 1. Phase 1's pretty easy. You just punch him. He just does this forever. Oh, fuck. And you can catch him when he's doing his backdashes, too. Alright. This is going to be a little more difficult, but... it's actually not that bad. Yeah, he has a lot more range in this form. Ow. Ow. I'm actually just going to wait for my MP to refill before I do more damage to him. Wow. Aurochs is probably the hardest boss in the first castle. I think that's basically been agreed upon. He has the most depth, at least, overall. Like his second phase. And a big part of that is just due to... you actually have to dodge attacks. The other issue is that fists don't really have, like, the best range. And you kind of have to hit him in the face with your fists if you're doing fist only. So a big part of, like, dealing with Aurochs is mostly using spells. You could also wing smash him when he gets you in the corner. Yeah. His hands have a separate health value, right? He's almost dead. There we go. It takes a while. That boss fight took a while, but At no point was I really in danger. I mean, I was kind of in danger, but if you can soul steal, you're fine. Yeah, and wing smash is pretty good too against that form. Doesn't his hand has a separate health pool though, right? So hitting his hand doesn't actually matter.
Thank you.
Yo.
Half for you, half for Bean.
Gotcha. I'll make sure Bean gets his 10 bucks. I think he's sleeping in the other room right now. He's oh god. We found a lot of new not found, sorry. We've moved around a lot. Like the living room is completely different now. As you can tell, I'm not using a green screen anymore because I don't really have room to fit it in. But it's fine because I can you know, add mood lighting and stuff like that. But he's found a lot of new like hangout spots, which is nice. What triggers his crazy fast spray? It's when he's almost dead. Also, I don't need to open this. I forgot I'm doing all bosses. Blah, blah, blah. Ow. Spectral sword, please. Thank you. This is a great idea. Oh, I didn't get it. Never mind. It's really mellow. I'm glad. Yeah, this setup's okay. I'm pretty happy with it overall. Yeah, Richter isn't a boss. I mean, he doesn't show up as a boss. Where am I going? This way. He's definitely not. He's not considered a boss. Shaft Orb isn't considered a boss either. But if you want to consider Richter a boss, like, you just skip him, right? Because, like, you can't get the good ending while also... Oh, fuck, what am I doing? It's been a while since I've done this. There we go. I need to get a 1 frame buffer there. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Guys, stop freaking out. Everything's fine. This is how the game is supposed to look, yes. Oh my god, Beans. Are you okay? You guys heard that, right? Whatever. Yeah, he just like ran across my desk and then is like done. Alright. Before I forget, Chaos Equipment. Let's check out what we got. Sword Familiar, Medusa Shield, Drag Tunic. This is actually pretty good gear. This is level... Does it know... Like, if I don't have the Sword Familiar, what level Sword Familiar does it give me? This boss also kind of sucks. Like, doesn't really get to really play the game. This boss can be difficult if you don't have, like, double jump, I guess. Like, if you don't have Leap Stone, that boss can be annoying. But whatever. I actually don't know the mechanics behind Sword Familiar and, like, how it gets its stats. Hello? I probably should have grabbed that stopwatch. Because that's probably my last place to get a stopwatch for a while, huh? Fucking hell. What'd I get? Smart Potion, Luck Potion. So Fist only, but with a Smart Potion is actually fine with me, right? Because Int Up is, like, gonna help a lot with this boss. I'll get my luck up too, why not? Don't soft lock? I won't. Yeah, dude. This boss is so free, has no HP. Easy, no soft lock. I didn't feel like I could have done solo skip. Actually, no, I couldn't have because I didn't have the means to do it. All right, let's go ahead and refill. I do need this actually. Thank you. That's required 100% for this speedrun to be completable. Yeah, so far, Alrox has been the only boss that's really put up a challenge at all. Which isn't surprising. Alrox, I would consider, is probably the boss with the most depth, especially in the first castle. The other bosses in this game are pretty much like, I don't know. I feel like spells kind of invalidate most of the bosses, if not just using your fists most of the time. Some bosses are annoying to fight with fists, but... Yo, what's up, Rom Scout? Thanks for the good luck. Alright, what we got this time? Tart? So just food. I mean, this was bound to happen eventually. So like I said, most of the time you're just going to be using your fists on bosses. You just punch him. I mean, this boss can't do anything if you crouch, by the way. It's going to jump, and it wouldn't have hit me with the jump. That's it. Fists are so insanely powerful. Honestly, it's more of a challenge to randomize my equipment because every once in a while I'll get like a short sword or something, which is actually bad. Yeah, we just keep going. I haven't done all bosses in a while. This definitely doesn't save time on the PlayStation version. Oh yeah, I'm double empty-handed. I don't have to re-equip anything. Everything's fine, you know. That skip is required for all bosses, yes. 100% required. It's part of the route for sure. I need to learn the third outer wall route for all bosses on PlayStation. I don't even think it's faster, but I just want to learn it. That's actually some content right there, possibly. All right. Let's see, Chaos Equipment. What do we got? Oh, okay. This is another boss where Tetra Spirit is quite useful. Because most of the time it hits the core for you. Ow. Ow. Damn it. I guess I should just spam Tetra Spirit at this point. Yeah, there we go. Granflame would be a ram main. Why did I go this way? I forgot. There's a library card now. This is definitely the SotN you remember as a kid. Of course, everybody remembers entering the green catacombs. Randomizer brain rot. Yeah, dude, I have randomizer brain. Yeah. So that's all the first castle bosses, and as expected, Aurochs was the one that gave us the most trouble. What's up, Zazimo? Second castle, I'm trying to think of the bosses that may or may not be challenging. Darkwing Bat is pretty much like a nothing boss. Like, I can't think of a... Darkwing Bat has only ever, I think, killed me once. Where am I going? Ogmodon, if you get grabbed, yeah. So Ogmodon Fist only is actually kind of difficult, but realistically you just spam spells and stay far back. So. Trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, Darkwing Bat has a command grab, if you guys didn't know. There is a command grab move from Darkwing Bat. You just never really see it. Yeah, trying to space out kicks versus Ogmodon is quite risky overall. Reckless, anybody? This trick's fucking free. World record pace, let's fucking go. This is the category where it would actually save a decent amount of time, too. If I was doing actual all bosses. That's... I mean, yeah, that's definitely harder, right? In its current variation, we would consider that harder than the other version of Richter Skip. What's the gap between the current 80% world record and the best possible tool-assisted time? Oh, man. I don't even... Tool-assisted SotN is a completely different beast. There's very much, like, many strategies that can't be done in real time. It's not even close to the same thing. Oh, I forgot to change my equipment. Oops. We're fine. Pork bun. Oh, Holy Sword is fucking dope, dude. Holy Sword is one of the better weapons in the game, in my opinion. Because most everything is weak to Holy. Yeah, you can RNG manip items, which is like something that can't be done in real time at all. It's impossible for a real time run to do. I won't pick up any of the Vlad relics because why not? The Vlad relics would give me some stat buffs, but we're gonna go on without them because I'm gonna show that I'm a true gamer. Ow, ow. This room sucks, this room sucks. Let's get out of here. Ow. No. Do I have enough MP to make this? Yes, I do. Sub-weapons as well have the Holy attribute, but yeah, overall, Holy is relatively rare in this game. I shouldn't need that much MP to fight Creature. Creature is probably one of the, if you know what to do, one of the easiest bosses in the game. He really only, he has 2 attacks. So. What's up, Rumex? What? Let's see what we got. Mornblade. That's dope. Hit him with your ball. Oh. I meant to not let him go rolling, but whatever. So if you're too far away from Creature, he does the roll attack. And here you just jump over it over and over again. But if you're close enough, he'll wind up the hammer and you can just walk back a little bit. And then you get close to him again, walk back, get close to him again, and then walk back. And you do that over and over and over again. Super easy. So if you have any weapon with any amount of range, you're fine. You could even do like jumping punches and you're fine. But you just have to move more. I was hoping for a VAR to drop just for the meme. Oh. The double screen transition. I'm pretty sure the librarian chose that, maybe. I mean, the boss itself isn't, like... It just goes to show that basically all the AI in this game is extremely manipulatable for the most part. There's very few bosses that aren't just, like, super easy to, like, get into a loop. And they basically are no longer interesting at all. What is that noise? What is Beans on? He's just making weird growly noises. I'm actually gonna go check on him right now real quick. BRB, guys. Make sure that he's okay. I don't know what's up with him. He just has like a ton of energy. That's all. Probably wants me to play with him. That's because every boss had to be demoed without getting hit. Yeah. I know that. Yeah. The bosses themselves being intentionally weak, I think, is an interesting design choice. I don't understand the rationality behind it necessarily, but especially because in the DS-Vanias, they kind of threw that shit out the fucking window, dude. Some of those bosses are insanely absurd. Somewhere between SotN and Dawn of Sorrow's Menace, they're just like, yeah, never mind, fuck that. This is another boss that people say is quite difficult. But, like, I don't know. I guess fists only, doppelganger. Wait, do I absorb poison? Nice. Oh, damn, wait. Wait, actually, ow, stop. Can you just start hitting me with your sword again, sir? Alright, never mind. I have to actually, like, try a little bit. So I don't know what causes him to do the wing smash. I think if you're too close to him when he's in the corner, he'll do the wing smash. But you could just loop him like this. No, I was too close. Oh, thanks for the heal, bud. Much appreciated. Thanks for the heal. Boy, oh boy, this sure is fun. Castlevania, but challenging. Whoa! Oops. That's what I get for talking shit. Cut this out of the video. Nobody saw. I got comboed. To be fair, I wasn't looking at the screen, and my shoes were untied, and also the sun was in my eyes. My controller actually got unplugged, and also my internet went out, so. I'm just gonna go straight there, and we'll start from there. I'll be underleveled, but I don't really care. I'll also have less movement options too, but whatever. Yeah, that dude's connection was bullshit, guys. I don't know, like, that's not even a real combo. Beans, what's up? You wanna say hi? You gonna meow into the microphone? Yeah, that dude actually was hacking, yeah. I should learn better jump Oki. I'll at least get Leap Stone, I guess, just to make my life a little bit easier. Dude, I can't believe I died. That's really fucking funny. I was talking so much shit. But 2 for 2? Come on. Come on, that trick is free. I'm doing breakless from now on. What the fuck? I thought that was supposed to be hard. Whatever. Oh, I don't have Leap Stone. I said I was gonna grab Leap Stone, but then I never did. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight there. I'm gonna ignore, what's his face? Oh yeah, I also don't have, fucking gravity boots, which is also annoying. How do you get to the Upside Down Castle normally? I don't remember. You use the holy glasses to see past the curse that is absorbing Richter. Oh god. You know what I'm actually gonna do just to make this a little bit easier on myself? Let's just do this. Alright, I got a bunch of stuff. Do I have anything good? Shield Rod and... okay, cool. I'm just gonna use this to get back to where I was. And plus, it gave me gravity boots and leap stone, which is nice. You know what else I'm actually gonna do? Because I'm here and I can. Where are we? Where are we? There we go. Because I don't want to have to worry about mana. Look at this cheater. Hey! Hey! You know... not always cheating. Just sometimes. Just to make things interesting. I'm cheating for content. It's different. You can't actually be mad at me for cheating for content. It was an accident, I swear. I didn't know. How was I supposed to know that I was using cheats? That's I'm mad at you for assuming. I forgot my hacks were on, yeah. Damn it, that's not even enough to get me all the way there. Are we bad people? Yes, damn. I was gonna say no, but whatever. This is my chance. Magician, boom. Ugh. Oops, that was supposed to be a diagonal. We forgive you. As I was saying, this game is super easy, and you should never die to any boss under any circumstances ever. Because this game is so easy. Oh, my timer's all of a sudden 10 minutes into the future. It was a glitch. The screen actually went bad, and then I don't know. Yeah, the cat's actually loaded a save state where it looked like I died to Doppelganger, but as it turns out, I just have a save state where I do die to Doppelganger. It's for a content thing that I'm working on. But yeah, my cat went over my keyboard and loaded that save state. So it looked like I died to Doppelganger because I was bad, but as it turns out, it was actually my cat loading a save state. Because I would never actually die to any boss in this game. And all that stuff. Chaos Equipment, Holy Rod, and Toadstool. Woo! So let's go ahead and fight Doppelganger again. Oh god. I mean, we were fighting Doppelganger for the first time. I don't know what you're talking about. Take that. Eat the Toadstool. Does the Toadstool actually... It probably doesn't affect him, right? It'd be cool if it poisoned him. Ow. Alright. Let's stop messing around. The thing is, this loop is honestly quite boring. So it's very easy to get distracted. Cool Holy Rod sprite, though. I try to do the special attack for more damage because I got greedy. If you do back forward attack, the Holy Rod does more damage. But because I'm poisoned now, I'm going to do even less damage, so it was not worth it. So, what's up with you guys? How's life? Hopefully going at least decent enough. We're gonna be here for a while. You're making a video to expose me as a cheater? Damn. That'll probably get a bajillion views, bro. Infinite views. This is why more damage doesn't make things more hard. It just, yeah, it just sucks the fun out of the game. No, more HP equals harder because you have to fight him longer. I should actually I don't have the set up for the damage boost. When are you gonna play hard type? So every boss battle is just that. Alright. What? Let's see the equipment. Resist fire. I have decent attack, and I have a shield, and I get to resist fire, but I have to use basically fist only for this fight, so. I'm also not starting the fight with maximum MP every time, which I could be doing. Oh, he has auto turnaround? So that means second form death is a Shoto, right? If you can automatically turn around, that makes you a Shoto, right? Oh shit, he's a Shoto. I love the internet sometimes. Ow. Agmadon is definitely a grappler. He's a grappler zoner hybrid, which is very rare to see, to be honest. It's very rare you see a grappler zoner hybrid, but he has the movement of a grappler and the SPD of a grappler, but he also has like Dhalsim-esque buttons. It's like Dhalsim and Zangief morphed into a single Get through the hole! Thank you. There are grapplers with huge normals. Yeah, but his normals are like, I don't know, kind of different. Agmadon would not be banned, dude. You just run him over. If Agmadon was an actual fighting game character, his movement is garbage. Like, his moves have big range, but they don't cover every angle on the screen. You could just jump in on him over and over again. He doesn't really have an anti-air. You just run him over and don't get grabbed. Oh no, time for Galamoth. I am so scared. I will save because I might mess up the setup if I get like fists only, but you know what I'll actually do to prove a point? I'm gonna randomize my equipment now. What? Let's see what I get. Morningstar, that's fine. I'll save with this equipment in case I die somehow. Does he still emit gas when hit? That's a good question. Maybe after the... Because if he has a built-in combo breaker system like that, that is kind of busted. Alright. Galamoth is so hard! I don't... Ugh, how do I... Oh, this fight is too difficult! I think, you know what? Hard type would make this boss a whole lot better. You're so right. Because, because you can, in hard mode, you would be able to, you can do this with your fists, by the way. You just have to stand closer to the edge of the platform, but your fists will reach. Make dinner, yeah. Just turn on turbo mode on the controller and walk away. What does the librarian demonstration even do for this boss? The tactics demonstration? What do they even do? I forget. They just like use power of mist, right? Lightning circlet. That's kind of fucked up. Because, like, he has other attacks, though, that aren't lightning based. Also, the barrel circlet's a fucking, like, secret. Like, how are you even supposed to know that that shit even exists? Or where it's supposed to be just from watching the tactics. That's so useless. That's fucking BM, dude. I imagine as a kid just fucking... Because you can't even watch the tactics until you've beaten the boss, right? Which is also kind of weird in BM. What's up, no backseaters? Yeah, the tactics doesn't finish. Like, they don't actually kill him in the video file. Are you saying some things in this game are not well thought through? Yeah, true. Well, I was hoping to finish this in under an hour, but... you know. Are the balls even dark elemental? I don't think they're dark elemental, to be honest. Yeah, they're hit, yeah. So you can't just put on dark armor and be immune to them. Yeah, I paid money to see this fight, and you're not, and you didn't even finish. He might be mixed type. Oh, that's possible too. Oh. Oh fuck. Welp. Also, the wiki's not always correct, Emily. Oops. So you guys ready to do all that all over again? Woo! The bosses are so easy in this game. You just gotta keep the motherfucking rhythm up. You wanna learn how to do a motherfucking infinite? Keep the motherfucking rhythm up. I could accidentally press equipment again. Oh, was Doc the name for Galamoth? Nice. Oh, go diagonal. Now hit up. Ah! Fuck! Keep the motherfucking rhythm up! I don't want to do this again. Honestly, the most challenging part of that fight is not getting bored. And like, I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm looking at chat. Let's try that again. I'll be boring and just watch the stupid fucking fight the way it's supposed to. And actually time my attacks. No fun allowed. Yeah, using the... you can loop him up here with your fists. You can just barely reach. But attacking his feet is way worse, because you're definitely doing one damage. So at that point, you literally have to hit him 999, or 9,900, or 12,000 times, or whatever. Yeah, I don't think you can kill him with sub-weapons only. Because you would never have enough hearts, I think, to kill him with sub-weapons only. There's no... like, even if you're max level and had every max heart up in the game, I don't think you can have enough, and with, like, every intelligence boost in the game, I don't think there's a way. I guess if you use heart refreshes, yeah. But that's not sub-weapons only now, is it? Plus, how many heart refreshes are there in the game that you could acquire up before this boss? 3? The one from the start of the game? The one that's before Shaft, and then the one that's in the breakable wall? Oh shit, I forgot about Duplicator. You're so right. Oh, you could farm them too, yeah. That's another option. So yeah, with Heart Refresh, you could definitely do that. You could totally do this, I guess. You know, I'm so glad that they decided to make a hard type mod for this game, so every single boss fight can just be experienced the way it was meant to be experienced. You know, you get to see all of the different phases of every boss, you know? You actually get to see them do things like, this fight is a metaphor for life. So that took a lot longer than it needed to, but whatever. I don't need Gas Cloud. Why don't they put 2 more bosses in the room? How many levels did I get from killing Galamoth? Also, ow. That's a lot of damage. Ow! Stop hitting me. Okay, I'll make sure I don't actually die. Oh yeah, I had curry that whole time. So yeah, what's left? Medusa, Akmadon, Beelzebub, and that's it, right? Oh, and the CV trio. So, I will say Beelzebub can be difficult if you're not prepared. Trio is honestly probably going to be the hardest boss out of all the bosses I fought today. I mean, it's a little more nuanced than that to a Truso man, but yes, kind of. What? Fist only. All right, let's go. I had a second one? If only there was a mod that allowed for more bosses to spawn in at once. I don't know, something that would make the game more, maybe, chaotic? If only that existed. Ow, wait, hold on. Can you get in the corner, please, ma'am? Ma'am! Ask very nicely. Can I block your stoning? Oh, well then, we're good. There you go. I got a mana repo glitch. Nice. Mash dash until you get in, yeah. Yeah, if only there was some sort of modification that existed for this game that allowed multiple boss fights to go on at once. Yeah, you could have a duplicate of the boss fighting at the same time. I don't think you can spawn different bosses yet, and I don't know if that'll ever be a possibility, just due to the way that the game is able to load enemies and bosses. Like, it's very much tied to the zone that they're in and the... Alright, peace out, homie. I do love that he does that. I'm actually gonna go and grab this, because I'm not gonna go save. I don't feel like saving. So I'm gonna have low MP, whatever. Yo, Mega Brandon, thank you so much for the raid. Okay, let's randomize that equipment. He's not immune to dark, right? I don't think so. Probably not. We're probably fine. Right? Oh, it heals him. I forgot. Nice. Oh, we got grabbed. Am I dead? That's annoying. Can I do this? Can I jump on his head? This hitbox is really dumb. Ow. So, what's up with that? Why does it... Why do I get hit sometimes? Because he's moving? So I have to time it with his... Interesting. Oh, he can grab you out of the air? God damn it. I didn't save. I really don't want to have to do all this again. Please don't make me do all this again, Mr. Mummy. I guess I'm just gonna wait for my MP to come back. This is what I mean by like you could just do this. You could just run away forever and wait for your MP to come back. Like, what is he gonna do? All of a sudden start sprinting? If you could somehow make him like super fast, that would be interesting, but at the cost of complete boredom. Yep. Most of the deaths I feel like in SotN come from just like being bored with like whatever strategy that actually allows you to win. And just being like, you know what, screw it, I'll just do something risky. Let's give him Portrait of Ruin boxes. Or taking big risks, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and heal up. Oh, that was enough to kill him. Forget that he has like no HP. I'm gonna save 2 seconds from not menuing for a potion. Yeah, that's a classic for sure. Yeah, I think 3 holy waters is all it takes to actually just to kill him outright. But to be fair, he's weak to both fire and holy, so he's like double weak or whatever, right? Isn't that how that works? Or did I make that up? I might have just made that up. I can't. It's like none of this stuff actually matters. So remembering it is really stupid. I don't know why I picked up that aquamarine, I just felt like it. Ow. Oops. He is weak to both holy and fire. Oh yeah, I went the wrong way. This is the old route. Why did I go this route? Fucking randomizer has poisoned my brain. This is unoptimal, guys. I can't believe you would let me do such a thing. What about the bone? What about it? It'd be nice to get dark armor here, to be honest. I hadn't seen Malachi in a while, I need to say hi. Rib? Oh, you're so right. I'm gonna lose the game because I don't have all the Vlad relics. That's a very good idea. I should go back for all those. Ah, shit. Of course I have to fight this fists only. This is the one, at least I have Necklace of J, but this is one of the boss fights I was not looking forward to. I also wasted that, but whatever. Can I do this on him? Nope. Screw it. I did this on accident. I'm gonna let it rock. Honestly, Trevor is one of the most annoying parts of this whole thing. Grant is whatever. You just kind of stun lock him. He's just down to get hit a lot. Can you guys leave me alone? Oh, what the fuck was that? Ow. 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 Also, the fact that spells give you invincibility helps a lot with dodging attacks. Ow. Why does he like charge up his sub-weapons sometimes? And then it's just the same sub-weapon with no differences. What's up with that? Yeah, dude, Grant is so easy. And then these guys, or sorry, Trevor is so easy. No, it is Grant. Grant's easy, and then the rest of these guys suck. Is she gonna stay over there, or is she eventually gonna come over here and ruin my day? She's gonna come over here and ruin my day, isn't she? Oh, nice. Ow. There we go. Got him stuck in the corner, finally. Alright. The only reason you can't get him stuck in the corner when Sypha's around is she'll just walk over and, you know, give you the ice business. She will say ice to meet you and all that fun stuff. It's honestly, the big part is like, there's just 3 of them and it's just chaotic, but yeah. I was expecting to get hit there. Alright. Yeah, I'll go fight Beelzebub, but I'm gonna go this way. Because why not? I've already committed to being a randomizer noob. So I'll just do the randomizer route. Screw it. It's so I can save split, obviously. Ornstein, Smo, and Grant. That's actually a mod I would like to see added to Dark Souls, please. Grant just on the ceiling throwing fucking daggers in the Ornstein and Smo fight. That sounds miserable. Ow, Bitterfly. Come on. That is true, just bring one of those guys into the boss fight with you. That's the best way to do it. Chaos equipment. What do we got? Dude, I've been doing, it's basically fist only. It's basically fists only this entire time. Resist thunder. I'll keep the potion just in case, but this is actually gonna be very, very annoying. Ow. Really trying not to get poisoned. Oh, the talisman proccing twice, let's go! These fucking grubs. Oh, I got poisoned! Ow! I'm wing smashing him, I don't even care. Yeah, if you have bad, yeah. Yeah, there's no point in killing his legs, just fucking wing smash. That is a boss fight with only one attack, by the way. He just stands there menacingly. And then flies show up. He doesn't actually attack you. Beelzebub's honestly just kind of vibing in a room, hooked up to some weird stuff that I don't want to think too hard about. Because, I mean, hey, whatever you want to do with your life, Bees, that's on you. I'm kind of barging into your room unannounced. Bees DSM. It's none of my business. Bees can do whatever he wants. I'm the one showing up unannounced and just murdering him. And he doesn't even fight back. It's the flies, you know? I have 2. Where did I get my second heart refresh? I don't even remember. Probably from cheating. Can we move back a little bit? There we go. Am I one too far? No, that was it. Okay. I always forget what the alignment is for that. Because it always looks like there's like, you're overstepping the boundaries, but whatever. What's up, Bon Blanc? Welcome. I'm glad you enjoy the YouTube stuff. Say hi to YouTube for me. Alright, this is probably going to be the hardest boss. Dracula is very easy if you have some form of flight to just loop him forever. All of his attacks are very dodgeable. They do a lot of damage if you don't dodge them, but they are very, very dodgeable. I think most people on their first playthrough, they just like out DPS him, and that's how they beat Drac, but they just heal a bunch as well if they need to. Alright, what do we got? Gladius and Mace. Gauntlet and Moonstone actually kind of helps a lot. That's kind of carrying. Gauntlet and Moonstone, that's like... that's pretty huge. Ow. Dude, this ball attack is actually the most annoying out of all of them. Oh yeah, this one's also very annoying if you don't have Power of Mist, I forgot. I think that attack might actually not be dodgeable without Power of Mist. I should have gotten it, just for this fight. Maybe mace is actually the way to go. Might do more damage than the Is it just me or is it moving faster than it normally does? Can I soul steal, please? That is the nice thing about soul steal is that it's basically a full heal in this boss fight. So as long as you have enough MP for a soul steal, you're gonna get up back to max HP. But he does a shit ton of damage for like no reason. Ow. Don't be all the way up there, please. Yeah, I don't think you can... I could fight 2 shafts? No, thank you. I'd prefer not to. I'm using up all my MP for no reason. Dude, this move is impossible to dodge. You have to get like a perfect jump transform invincibility. Oh yeah, that's horizontal. There we go. You cannot destroy the spheres, no.
You claim to love the darkness. Go then and dwell.
He never claimed to love the darkness, I'm telling you. When did Shaft say, I love the darkness? That doesn't sound like him, right?
Come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
What? Alucard's just putting words in his mouth, dude.
Father.
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
It hasn't been that... I mean, it's been like an hour. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oh, actually, no, I haven't done a run yet today, so yeah, it's been since yesterday. Rune Sword and Strength Potion and Duplicator. Alright, well... Alright, finally got a Duplicator. And I actually don't want this, so I could actually fucking fight him. Like with my fists. Hi, Ludwig. Wow, this sword is so cursed. So yeah, you just walk left and right, and you're gonna avoid all these attacks. Yeah, it's Zato's special. Oh. If you stand in the right spot, you won't get hit there. You also need to crouch, but whatever. Here, you just backdash to avoid this attack. Stay on the right side, and then 2 out of 3 of the heads aren't going to be able to hit you. The first 2 won't hit you. The third one will, so jump and transform into Bat. And then while transforming into Bat, just move to the left to avoid this attack. I am bad. And then it's more left, right, left, right. I'm just gonna avoid the attack altogether because I don't want to die. And then this is basically the whole fight, is you just stand to the right. First head, second head. Sometimes you could dodge the third head, just like based off his height, because he slowly gains height after the... If you really want to be safe, wait for the first hand swing. Oh fuck. Yeah, he's like really tall now for whatever reason. Like he's higher up than he normally is. I definitely could have crouched that. Did my strength potion just... Is it because I'm using the duplicator? There we go. We did it in under an hour and a half. It should have been under an hour, but I was messing around way too much. Oh yeah. You don't need to get hit by any of Dracula's moves, honestly. They're big, and if you mistime it, you'll get hit, and you just take a lot of damage. But realistically, Dracula's one of the easier bosses to just manipulate like that. There's like more risky strats you could do where you can dodge some of his attacks by like crouching in the right spots. Sitting in the bottom left-hand corner also helps a lot with taking less damage. But like if you crouch in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll dodge a lot of his attacks. But
Tell me,
not too bad.
what were Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
Lisa,
Nice.
farewell, my son.
But yeah, they decided to make every boss beatable without taking damage, so you can take advantage of that if you're playing this game normally. But yeah, that was the run. That was the whole shebang.